Hi, it's so nice to see you again. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. So today I have a collaboration with three other lovely ladies, and we are going to do one eyeshadow palette and 4 different looks. And before I tell you what eyeshadow palette we're using, of course I have to tell you about these lovely ladies. I could never do a collaboration without Wendy. Wendy from My Life Wendy. Hi Wendy. Please, if you don't know who she is, go check out her channel. She's a sweetheart. She does a lot of clean beauty and skincare, and she's my go-to when I'm interested in that finding out information on more information, I should say, on clean beauty. But she is, like I said, just a sweetheart, and I would really appreciate checking her out. So I'm going to link her below. Also, there's Kimberly. Hi, Kimberly, from Pretty Over 50. She does excellent job with. She does skincare too, but she does also reviews of drugstore makeup, and she does a great job, guys. If she's a good go-to if you're curious about different products in the drugstore and you want to maybe have a review of something before you go and spend the money. She's your girl. So check her out. I'm going to put her channel below. And then finally there's Jeannie. Hi Jeannie from Get This Glowing. She does a smattering of everything. She does skincare. She does reviews on high-end and drugstore makeup as well. And these ladies, and I will put her channel below as well, and these ladies are also sweet. I've known Wendy for a while, of course. If you've been with me, you know that. And then I just recently got to know more of Kimberly and Jeannie, and it's just so lovely to have a community like this, guys. I appreciate all of you, not only you viewers and subscribers, but also the lovely ladies who also create content and do videos to get to know all you guys. This has just been, I've said this before and I will say it again, this has just been the awesome byproduct of doing this, that I never expected to meet such wonderful ladies and some gentlemen too, and I'm just very grateful and thankful for all of you. So again, guys, please go check out their channels if you haven't. I will link them all below. And what we decided to do is we went with this palette, and it is the Pacifica, which is a clean beauty brand. And this is the palette in Beachy Punk. Now, just to save time, I'm not going to go through all the names of the palette. I'm going to show you the colors. I'm not even going to do any swatches because I want to save us a little bit of time here. I also, as you can tell, had did some of my makeup, so I have my tinted moisturizer on, my blushes on, bronzer, lippy, and I did a little bit of eyebrows, and I just thought I'd start with the eyes. And as you can see, again, here are the colors. They're very pretty colors. Now, I have never tried Pacifica makeup. I've only tried their sheet masks, and I've tried 2 of them, and they are nice. So this is going to be very new for me. I have not used this palette yet, other than to swipe my finger through it. And so what I'm going to do is I am going to do, I think I'm going to use these 2 colors right here. It's really not coming off great here, guys, but they're beautiful bronzy taupey colors. So I'm going to try those. But before I do that, I am going to take the shadow right here, this one right here, and I am just going to lay it down as an all-over eye color. Oh, I could see that my concealer, I use a new concealer, and boy, I don't know if you can see this, but it has really creased. And my favorite drugstore concealer is Maybelline Age Rewind, and I have never had creasing like this, and I even powdered over it, so that's not good. I won't be using that concealer again. But I'm just putting this color on basically to just brighten up, continue to brighten up the eye area instead. I'm almost using it as like a primer, because I don't use eyeshadow primer, so I'm just putting it all over the lid. It didn't crease underneath, so that's interesting, but it creased on the top of my lid. Yeah, I love my Maybelline Age Rewind. But if you have a concealer that you really love, and I want it to be more moisturizing and of course lasting, let me know what that is so I can try it, because I'm always on the lookout for new concealer, again, whether it's drugstore or high-end. So I am going to lay down this color right here, which is this nice, beautiful bronzy color. And I'm using my fingers, guys, and I'm just going to put it on my eyelid. We'll see what kind of fallout we get. It's a beautiful color so far. Now, if you came over from their channels, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. If you don't know, I can tell you a little bit about me. I am a 53-year-old lady, young lady. Well, I'm a lady, but I don't know if I'm young, but I'm a lady. My skin is tends to go on the dry side, and I'm a big skincare advocate. I love to take care of my skin. I highly encourage others to do so as well. If you notice, I'm just kind of taking the eyeshadow with my finger and just blending it out here. You're going to see how quick this is, at least in my opinion. And everything goes up, because at this age we don't want anything dragging down. I like to say I'm sagging, bagging, and dragging. And I don't want my eyes to be dragging along with everything else either. So I'm going in an upward direction. And I'm just applying that. You do the other eye, but I'm all about skincare. Skincare to me is a passion of mine. Over makeup. I mean, I love makeup, but I think skincare is where it's at, in my opinion. And I've been taking care of my skin since I was a little girl, and I think it's so important, ladies. So if you haven't been taking care of your skin, or you don't take care of your skin, please do. I also always say, because I'm not a dermatologist or an esthetician, to also go see a dermatologist or esthetician if you're not familiar with your skin. That's the best way you're going to be able to eliminate any issues as far as, you know, what kind of skin you have, what your skin needs, and so on and so forth. And I always recommend seeing either one of those, either a dermatologist or an esthetician if you're not sure what kind of skin you have. But yeah, I love my skincare. I'm always buying skincare. I could never be without my skincare. I'm going to take a brush and I'm just going to blend this out a little bit. I am not a huge palette person either. I mean, I do have some eyeshadow palettes, this one being one of them, of course. But I know it's a big thing here on YouTube, but it's just, I don't really change up my eyeshadows that much anyhow, as far as the colors. So I am just one of those people that, you know, I stick with the same colors, which are usually the bronzes like I'm wearing now, and the taupes, and the golds, and occasionally I'll venture out into like a blue color, but yeah, I'm not a huge palette person. I am a big lippy person though. I love my lipsticks, I really do, and I have way too many. Okay, so I'm just further blending this out and adding a little more. So the shadow, eyeshadow, it blends out pretty nicely. It's not the most pigmented, but it's okay. It's not chalky. It's very silky. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to run it under my eyes. And as you can see, I'm not worried about being too precise here. I just want to get some under the eye, as almost like an eyeliner. Now, I know people say when you get to be my age that you're not supposed to, you know, or you shouldn't use anything dark under the eyes because it closes them off. I think that depends on your eye shape. I really do. If you have smaller eyes, you may not want to do it. You may not want to use like a black on the waterline or even underneath. You may want to just use something like a taupe or a bronze or something, or you may not want to use anything at all, you know, because you want your eyes to have that, you don't want to close your eyes off. You want to have your eyes to, you know, look big and bright as much as possible at this age. It's amazing, you know, but it's just challenging. It really is, and you just have to find other ways to do things. whether it's makeup or skincare or whatever it is. You just, you know, you learn to, like, for example, I like to work out. I used to love to do lunges with weights, and I really can't do it anymore as much as I want to because I'm getting older and I have to be more careful, and I have to do lighter, you know, lighter things now, or I should say, like, not as hard bearing things on my body. So I still do my squats, and I do still do lunges to some extent, but I don't do them as often, and I don't use as heavy weights anymore either. But you know, you just have to adapt to things, and that's just how it goes. I don't want to complain. I'm not complaining because it is, you know, it's weird. I hear a lot of other ladies my age say the same thing. They don't know what happened. You wake up one day and you're in your 50s, and you just remember you were 35, and where did the time go? You don't even, I mean, I don't feel old at all. Yeah, there's some things that my body's saying you can't do, like lunges as much anymore, but for the most part, I feel good, and you know, I take care of myself, and I encourage everybody to do the same. But I don't know. Where did the time go? I don't feel like I'm 53. I still feel like I'm in my 30s, but I know I'm not. I'm also taking, this is an Old Mally eyeshadow stick, and this is Chocolate Diamond, and instead of putting a eyeliner above, I like to go in and tight line the upper waterline because I think it's quicker for me, and it really makes a difference and pumps up your lash line. Now, I don't know if you can see it. It's hard to do with contacts in. But I like to use a darker color up top, and then I will go in to the bottom lower, or the lower waterline with a bronze color, and I'll show you that here in a second. Now, I'm not precise on anything. Obviously, you saw what I did with my eyeshadow. I don't really do a cut crease. I don't do a V. I just kind of adapt it to my eyes and get it on, because I am obviously not a makeup artist, and I just kind of do what I like, and you know, what I care for. I think that looks okay, and then I'm going to take it's called the Saddle Shimmer. I love this color. It's a really bronzy gold color, and it picks up the bronze gold amber color in my eyes, and I really like it. Now, I'm not precise about this either. If it gets underneath again, that's okay. As a matter of fact, I kind of like it because it looks a little messy and lived in. Because like I said, I'm not perfect when I do my makeup by any stretch of the imagination. And I'm going to show you what I do when I need to clean something up, which I see I do need to do that already. And I didn't want this video to take too long. That's why I didn't start from scratch, because it's, you know, long enough as it is, or it's going to be long enough as it is, because I don't really edit my videos. I probably should. It'd probably save a lot of time, but so far I have not done. I mean, I edit a little bit, like the beginning and the end, just as a, you know, cutting off when I sign on or sign off. But other than that, I have not done any other editing. So what I want to do is I want to clean up this mess on the side here, because it is it looks like it's coming down, and I just want to lift up. So I'm taking Maybelline Age Rewind, and where I made the mistake, I'm just going up with the concealer. And what this kind of does, it does a 2-4 for me. It fixes the mistake, plus it also, you know, as I'm getting older, I'm starting to get even more darkness under my eyes, so it adds a nice little, it covers up the darkness on the side too, if you can see that there. And then I am going to go back in to this lighter color I used in the beginning, and I'm just going to highlight a little bit of the eyebrow bone. Yeah, so far this is a nice palette. It really is. It seems like it's a very silky palette. And again, I don't have a lot to compare with because, like I said, I don't buy a lot of palettes. I have the I have a Too Faced palette. I have oh, what's that name of that other brand? I have Too Faced. I have a couple Maybellines. I have some Rimmel. I have what is the name of that palette? Milani. I have, oh, I love these Profusion. I have the classics and the mattes. So I really stick to mid to low end palettes, and I have a Tarte palette. So they're all real nice. So I would say this is pretty comparable to probably like a Milani or a Profusion palette. So far it's really nice. So what I'm going to also do here is, as we get older too, as I'm getting older, I see more darkness in the corners here. And what I'm going to do is take my Clarins, this is my Light Perfecting concealer, and I am just going to go into the corner here. And I want to take a clean finger, and I'm just going to, again, this is going to help anything that fell down, fall out, which I didn't actually get, but if I did, it would help that. And then it's going to clean up the area a little bit more, and it's going to brighten it up. Now I would also could use a Maybelline Age Rewind in the brightener, which is a fantastic product, guys. If you're looking for something like a touche éclat pen, you could try that brightener. The only thing I will say about that brightener is that it has, when you, if you put on too much, if you're doing videos or taking photos, you'll get a flashback and you'll see like a whiteness or a lightness under your eyes, so you have to be careful with it. But boy, is that stuff not great. I love my Maybelline Age Rewind. The brightener is very, very nice. Okay, so pretty much that's it. I'm going to let everything settle for a little bit, and then I'm going to do my mascara. Just powdering a little of the area here. And then I'm going to take my mascara and I'm going to curl my lashes. So I usually stay with the same look. I really don't do anything crazy. Like I said, I stay with the bronzes, the taupes, the golds, the creams, occasionally navy or blue or gray or something like that. And if I really want to zhuzh it up, so to speak, I will add eyeliner, like a darker brown or black on the top line, but that's a rarity. I'm using the MAC mascara, and this is a tubing mascara, which I really like. If you can, I think this is in black. I think they only have one color. This is a very nice mascara. If you can see this here, as a curved brush. I love curved brushes. If you are of my age, you will remember, especially the 80s and the 90s, curved brushes on mascaras used to be the rage. I think they do still have some, but it certainly isn't like it was back then, and I love a curved mascara brush. There's something about it, and maybe because my eyes are very round, and it fits right in my, oh, I made a mistake. Maybe because it fits my eye shape, which is why I love a curved brush, but I also think it really helps curl the eyelashes a lot better as well. So I just love it. I love a curved brush. Some of them, I'm starting to see a little more curved brush come back in fashion, so to speak, but used to be my favorite. L'Oreal Voluminous had the curved brush. They still make. I have not used that mascara in forever. You know, I used to love that mascara. Everybody, when I wore that mascara, people would ask me, all right, not everybody, but a lot of people would ask me, what mascara do you have on your eyes? I don't ever remember it flaking. I don't ever remember it smearing. I just remember it being a really, really, really good mascara. Well, a couple years ago, I went in. I hadn't tried it for a long time, and I went and I bought it. it was horrible. It smeared and it flaked, which is a pet peeve of mine with mascara. I don't like waterproof mascara. You know, it's like chiseling with a chisel to get a waterproof mascara off, and I need my eyelashes as much as possible, especially now at this age. So I don't wear waterproof mascara, but boy, that mascara was horrible. And then I know everybody loves the new L'Oreal. I think it's Paradise. I tried it. It wasn't for me either. Maybe it's me. Maybe there's something with me. I don't know, but it really flaked and smeared on me. And I just didn't care for it. So I really try and find tube mascaras. And what they are is, if you get a good tube mascara, not all tube mascaras are created equal, but they form little tubes like this is doing, you know, when you're putting on your mascara, and then at night you just add warm water. You know, when you're taking your makeup off, I just add warm water, splash my face, and then you just lightly sweep them off, and you see them, the tubing fall off in the sink, and they never flake, they never smear, and they don't budge. Now again, all tube mascaras aren't created equal, but the ones I've tried, in particular the L'Oreal Double Extend in the drugstore, I love that. I've been using that for a long time. So yeah, that's my thing on mascaras. If I'm gonna wear mascara and it can't be waterproof, I don't want it flaking, and I don't want it smearing, and of course then I want it to come off easy at night. Just like a woman, we want it all, don't we, guys? We want it all. That's all right. I should probably have cleaned up after I did this with the Clarins Light Perfector, but I didn't, but that's okay. So I'm going back in as a second coat, just adding just a little bit more. And then I'm going to do something that I always do, and again, every time I do this, I always have to say the same thing. If you try this at home, please be careful. I've been doing this ever since I have worn mascara. I take my eyelash curler and I go back in and I recurl my eyelashes. Now, again, please be gentle if you try this. Be very careful. Don't clamp down. I'm just doing a very light. You really should do this when your eyelashes are fully dry, and I normally do, but just because of time, I'm going in when they're still a little damp, and then when I let go and release, just release very carefully, and then I go back in with my eyelash comb. And can you see the difference? It really gives an extra curl to the lashes, and what I like to do, why I like to do this too, is it helps the curls stay a little bit longer. It doesn't last all day, but if I am wanting to curl my lashes, say I'm going out late at night and I'm not going to redo my makeup, how to freshen my mascara, because I don't want to keep clumping on mascara, I'll do this again. And this really helps freshen it up and recurl the lashes. And again, it's just very gentle. You should do this when your lashes are dry, which mine are pretty dry now, but just be careful if you do try it. And then I just go back in and I separate it. And I think I would take a little more of this and just run this again on the inner waterline. And I think that's it. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. I think that's it. That's pretty much what I would do, guys. As far as my eye look. And again, the colors change a little bit, but the technique stays the same. So like if I wanted to pump this up for even a night look, I would, like I said, maybe go back in and add a really dark brown or a black to the top, and do a, excuse me, my contacts are, there we go. I would add more emphasis on the top of my eyes and deepen it up, and maybe even do like a powder, a slight little winged eyeliner. I don't get crazy with the wings like some of these girls do such a good job with the wings. It's amazing. But I really don't. I might just use the eyeliner or a powder and just create a really light wing. But this is pretty much what I do. And I'm pretty much done. So I hope you guys like this. Again, thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Kimberly. And thank you, Jeannie. I really appreciate you that we did this. And hopefully we can do this again. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys do for your eye looks. Do you change it up? Do you do different colors? Do you know, really glam it up? I would love to hear from you. And again, thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.